Okay guys, so a second ago you saw my cell phone video. Now what I'm doing is I'm showing you my screen using Zoom. I'm recording audio through the laptop audio, so it's going to be terrible audio, apologies. But let me show you how I set this up. So this is OBS. This is what I live stream. And what we do, I'm going to create a new scene. So OBS, it's a free software, you download it. You create scenes, and then inside the scene, you create sources. So if I click on the plus and I go to sample scene, I'm going to hit OK. Now, under sources, there's nothing added. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on plus. I'm going to come down to, let me think about this for a second. Video capture display would be if I had a camcorder set up, which I don't. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to window capture in just a second. I am turning on my Canon DSLR. I'm plugging the Canon through the USB cord into my laptop, so you guys should be able to see EOS open up. I'm going to click on remote shooting. And then here I'm going to click on live view shoot. Now, obviously, if you don't have a Canon, you know, there's other ways to do this. So now you guys can see I'm talking to you. Here I am. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to minimize this for a second. I'm going to come back into OBS. I'm going to open and go to, where was it? Window capture. We're going to name this Canon 2. I'm going to hit OK. I'm going to click on the drop down, and what I'm looking for is the, wonder if it's because I minimized it. Hang on a sec. I'm going to bring this back up. We're looking for the remote live view. So let's go back into this one. Here, remote live view. I'm going to hit OK. What we're going to do is we're going to make this large. I want to just capture the video image that's in there. I don't need all this other junk. So if I hold Alt, I'm on a PC. I can come in and I can kind of zoom right into the main part of the picture that I want. I'll show you guys how to get rid of that white little square on my face. Now, I can make this shape any shape that I want. So if I want this to be more of a square, I can do it just like that. I can resize this bigger or smaller. Let's go ahead and we'll do that. We'll bring it down here into the corner like you would typically see. I'm going to go back over here, and this autofocus point, I'm going to hide that. So we can come back here and you can see now that's off. So now I'm talking to you, right? Hand gestures. I can kind of center myself a little bit better. But let's say now I also want to be able to share my screen. So I add another source. I go into window capture again. Just going to name it Google. Okay. Let's come in here. Let's find what we have open in the background. That's the control. Here we go. Google Chrome. Hit OK. And so now as I change, oops, go back to OBS. You can see that whatever tab I'm on, as I change my tabs, it opens up. Okay, so now let's go to the next step. Let's get into YouTube. So I'm gonna click, go to my YouTube channel. You wanna make sure you're on the right channel. So let me think about this. I'll leave it in the e-course channel. I'll come down, I need a thumbnail, right? So let's do this real quick. Let's go to Designer Grab It. You can use Canva. I just happen to use Designer Grab It because that's what I'm more comfortable with. While that's opening, I'm going to go into a folder where I took some screenshots already today. let's see, today's the 3rd. So I've got these screenshots. I'm going to use this one. So we go into, you can go Canva. This is Gravit Designer, 1280 by 720. I'm going to place my screenshot on here. So I'll grab it. When you're doing a YouTube live, I definitely think it's worth a couple minutes before to grab a great thumbnail. So I'll click on it. You can see it's a little bit smaller than the actual screen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom. I want to get that. Look how swollen I am. You can tell it's early morning. Okay, so let's grab this. Let's go YouTube live setup. I'm going to say with OBS. I know you guys can barely see that. I'm going to click off. I'm going to turn on my scaling feature. I'm going to make it extra bold. I'm going to resize it a little bit more. You want these words to be as big as humanly possible so that we can, you know, on a phone, that thumbnail is going to be pretty small. All right, let's make those letters white. Let's give it a outline. You're going to find that your thumbnails go through different phases. Let's play around with the sizing. So I'm going to come in here to the word live, and let's try 200. Let's try 220. Okay, that looks good. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to center justify everything. I'm going to take the line spacing and shrink it down a little bit. I like all of that so far. Kind of want to make OBS a little bit bigger. Let's see if we can. Okay, so that was too big. Let's go 175. Let's go 150. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make width a little smaller. There we go. That's what I want right there. I like that. That looks good. It doesn't totally pop as much as I want. Let me take the background picture, go into color adjust, pop that. So we'll take it to 10% in terms of contrast. Let's see what we can do here a little more. I can put a little bit of a background transparent layer behind this. So let's say I come in here, I drop that box. I'm going to make it a dark gray, but then I'm going to change the transparency. Let's try 50%. And then what we'll do is we'll bring it behind that. All right, I like the way that looks. I'm going to go with it. So let's pop this out. Let's export it. And then what we'll do, so now I'm going to show you guys how we're going to set this up. So go live. I know we're going to create a new stream. What am I talking about? Probably would help if I knew what I was talking about. Oh yeah. Somebody asked this question on Facebook. Let me see, what did they ask? What did they ask? But you know what? Something I forgot to show you guys on this. So what you need is this view of the camera needs to be above the view of the background. And then when I transition it over, now you can kind of see what that looks like. So that looks pretty good. If I want, let me go back here. If I want, what I can do is I can click on the background screen. I can kind of shrink it down just a little bit so you see more of it behind me. But somebody asked a question about telehealth. That's what it was. Somebody asked a question about telehealth. So in that case, I actually don't even want to use this. Let me do this another way. I'm going to use that same background image. I already exported this. So how to telehealth. So what are we going to name this? Telehealth. Let's go with telehealth marketing. For manual therapists. Sorry, my computer is just going super slow. Telehealth marketing. For manual therapists. What I need to kind of play around with this spacing because remember we messed around with it before. Let's see where we are. Here we go. So let's just take it back to 100%. I don't know why that keeps deleting like that. There we go. I'm going to stretch this out a little bit. Telehealth marketing for physical therapist, for manual therapists. Telehealth marketing for manual therapists. I know, sorry guys. Okay, so let me show you how to set up the live stream while we're here. We go in, we hit new stream. We're gonna name this how to set up a YouTube live stream with OBS. I'm gonna make this public. OBS is a free software you can use to start live streaming today. All right, I'm gonna upload a custom thumbnail. This is the one we already created. YouTube live using OBS. Truthfully, guys, I am totally confused on how I'm gonna set this up, but let me finish what I've started. So I click that. We've got everything set up here. I'm going to copy the live stream feed. I'm going to go into OBS settings. I'm going to go into stream. I make sure that I'm on YouTube. I'm going to highlight this, paste the stream that I just copied. You guys can't see it. I'm going to start streaming. This is starting the record. If I was going to post a clip of this, I can leave that record feature going and then post a clip on Facebook and then direct people to YouTube. I don't like doing that, so I'm just going to stop the recording. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this share button. I'm going to go to Facebook. I'm going to let it connect to my Facebook account. And let's do this. Hey guys, I am sharing a YouTube live video right now explaining the process of using OBS to go live on YouTube. Join me now, but if you cannot, please subscribe to my channel and join me when you can. Can. All right, guys. That's it. So now what I would do is I would hit post to Facebook. I would hit go live. And you can see it counting down right there. What that is going to show is it's going to show what's going through OBS. And what's going through OBS right now is what you see right here. So kind of weird, like lots of moving parts going on, I know. I'm going to stop this recording. Guys, if you're joining me live on YouTube, this is the tail end of another recording, but stay with me because I'm going to share the process of using OBS to go live on YouTube. Give me 1 second to get set up.